Hey guys, welcome back to another stream of Work on a Dream with me, live. And today's thing that I want to share is that the only thing you can really control is your attitude. Everything else is completely out of your control. The things that happen to you, the opportunities that come and go, situations you go through, things that happen to you, all of these things you can't really fully control. But the thing you can always control and always relies on you is your attitude. And that makes all the difference. So yeah, let's jump into it. Today we are going to code our ledge grab in Unity. So let's actually work on the other screen. Yeah, let's do display capture. Let's do display 2. Move this here. Let's open. Yeah, the bot works. Fantastic. Let's open Unity. Dio says you got your robe and wizard hat. I mean, I had the robe, but I got the wizard hat. Yeah, finally. I'm an official wizard, I guess. What a day it is. A special day today. Get my gloves of necromancy because I am animating the dead. And let me get my wand of creation because it creates stuff out of nothing. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, it's loading. That's what I'm looking for. Dia says, this is commitment. Absolutely. We are in it for the long run. We are in it to win it. Dun, 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 dun. Probably we might need better lighting. Actually, let me try something. While Unity is loading. Nah, lightning like this sucks. How about this? Nah. This lightning still sucks. How about this? Actually, not bad. What if we close it? I mean, the lightning isn't that bad, but this is different. Where is Unity? How will they know? How will they know? Yeah, we also need Adobe Animate, right? Correct, Mungo. He says this is crazy and cool. Yeah. Either one or the other, right? Should I have light near me like this? Or facing this direction? But I don't want it to face back. In the wall? Where's the button that turns it on and off? Actually, the dark isn't that bad. I don't know. I mean, it's not bad as it is originally. Yeah, let's just keep it as is. And I'm back. D says the screen glare is bad. So is this better? Are you talking about the screen in front of me or also lightning from above and having shadow over your face is good? So you want me to try having it above? Maybe with this one. Fixing the car, driving again. Searching for a water, hoping for a rain up and out. Maybe you can make it taller, I guess. This looks too bland. Up and out. Okay, so this is light from above. Is this better? Oh, you're talking about the screen in front of me is better? Or you're talking about that it's worse? Oh, you're saying this is... Jesus, maybe... I don't know. So which is the best? When the light was near me, in front of me? Or this? Or when there was light coming from above? This is better. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Probably need to add some lighting. I want to have some blue lighting, which I think could look nice. Let's get Adobe Animate, because we are gonna get our frames that we are jumping from for the animation. And this feels nice. It's in your blood, underneath the storm and under sea. Where's the main character? There we go. It's in your blood. Underneath the storm and under the same. This is great looking moving animation. Thank you. Thank you. I worked really hard on it. Now we're gonna do a ledge grab. See the fire swimming in the sea. You says you got real skills. Thank you. I mean, I have a lot of like, I don't know what's the word for it, but you just stick to something until you bring into life. Grit, I guess. There isn't another word for it. I don't remember. What's the thing? My games. DV. Yep. Assets. Nope. Evolution. Assets. Art. Environment. Blue forest. Rocks. I think that's it. Nope. I disagree. I am a person says, what if there was a double jump where the character spins, but even though it's a good idea on paper being this comment, it's always a ton of work when you make it. I mean, I don't care if it's a ton of work. If it's a good idea, I'll do it. I'll do something similar to a double jump. You'll see. I mean, if you're familiar with the game, you know what I'm going to do. But I'm not sure if we're going to add a double jump or not. I mean, double jumps feel amazing. So, it's possible still. Okay, so we have... Where should we put it in our assets? Environment, blue forest. Yeah, let's do it in platforms. Or actually in blue forest, I guess. I guess in decoration. Background. And let's just call it background, I guess. I see the fire swimming in the sea. Begging to be free, just need love. Just need love. Yeah, let's open this in the meanwhile. We want the texture packer so we can create a sprite sheet and save space. I mean, there's not much space. It's like, I don't know, probably under a megabyte. But let's see. Why is it not dragging? Holy no. Why is it not dragging, yo? Can I not drag something while it's loading? While Unity is loading? It's in your blood. See the fire swim in the sea. Yeah, I can't drag it. Should I wait for Unity to finish loading or what? It's in your blood. It's not allowing me to drag stuff is what's happening. I'm assuming it's because Unity is loading. And Unity is such a drama queen. It's like, you're not gonna do anything until I finish loading. You need to give me all the attention. Let's turn on, I don't know, Netflix or something while it's loading. What are we watching today? Yeah, let's continue Breaking Bad. Oh shit, I forgot to turn on the sound in my earphones. My bad. Let's continue watching Breaking Bad. What happened? Wait. Unity needs to copy files. Yeah, because I wanted to tidy up my workspace and put the background in the background folder. So it's taking some time to copy it. And man, this is loud. Netflix is really loud. But no, actually I have the volume all the way up, that's why. D says, what was that, dude? That was Netflix. You know when you go on Netflix and it plays a random show or movie to get you interested or hooked? That was it. PSB? I have no clue. What's PSB? Big files, but yeah, it is big files. Like, this one alone, I believe it's like a gigabyte. So yep, and it's not only just sending the files, it's also reprogramming the whole game so it works with the change in location. So yeah, everything is back to normal again. Photoshop big. No. I don't have Photoshop files or any similar files here. Just assets. So what was I trying to do? Yeah, copy these here. Create a platformer, package. Yep. Sprite sheets, aesthetics, environment, blue forest. Let's create a folder for platformers. Platforms. Platforms. Yep. That's it. What do we call it? Platforms 0? Sure, why not? Let's publish sprite sheet. Okay, that should be it. Let's discard everything. Close. It should be here. Oh, Photoshop Big is their new file format. Works with animation package in Unity. I see. Well, we're working with Adobe Animate, so I'm converting the files to sprite sheets just to optimize the game size. Why is it not loading? It's taking a long time for 1 megabyte. Ta-da-da-da-da. He says, I don't know much about Photoshop. I got Affinity Designer, but I hardly use it. Wait, what's Affinity Designer for? I've heard about it, but I've never really seen what it's about. Affinity Designer. Oh, it's like similar to Photoshop? Looks pretty neat, to be honest. I love the stuff you can do with it. It's really beautiful. Okay. But yeah, I hardly use Photoshop as well. It's like Illustrator, but uh, free. Okay. The one I used instead of Illustrator, but free, was Inkscape when I couldn't afford Adobe products. Still use it still, but most of the stuff I use it on Animate now. So we have the platforms, right? Yep. I believe these are it. Wait, what? Background, foreground, physics. Background, foreground, physics. Ground, yeah, let's just do it. What should we call this? Platforms, sure. Inkscape sucked for me. Slow performance. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It is a bit slow. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing simple stuff, it's not bad. But I guess even the other software, if you're doing slow stuff, it won't be bad either. Yeah, this is a platform. Okay, so platforms are gonna be on ground zero. We also wanna make them behind the thing, behind the ground, because it doesn't look nice. So we want to make it somewhere here, I guess. 1.5 is it? Yeah, let's do 1.5. Okay. Foreground, physics, background. Set parallax item, yep. That's the script we want to give it. Yeah, this is 0. Let's call this parallax item. But it's not really a parallax item, it's the only thing that's not a parallax, right? Because it doesn't really move through code. Yeah, it's supposed to be moving with the ground as such. Yep, okay, let's actually give it some physics. Platforms. Platforms. Actually, no, let's keep it here. Keep its physics here. So we're doing a collider on it, right? Box collider 2D. Sure. So yeah, now it should have physics, right? Let's edit the collider a bit. Yeah, and let's make it 2D. I think this looks good to me. Sure. The top is fine. So let's see how our character interacts with this. We don't need to give it a what's its face? A rigid body, right? Why is Unity slow? What the heck? Wait, what? Also, the fall is really fast and the camera is really slow following the player, I feel. Yeah, we don't slide. Maybe it's because the character lacks friction. I mean, the character might have a lot of friction. I'm thinking... Let's reduce the character's friction, I guess. Yeah, it's dynamic, continuous, and interpolate. And the physics material, let's give a... D says, I think you moved your collider somewhere. Well, what do you mean? No, the collider is still here. You see? The problem is, it seems unaligned. Looks good to me. I moved it only from this side. I mean, we can maybe probably move it just a little bit from the right, as such. But yeah, the problem is that the character lacks... the character has a lot of friction, so you can just move. Oh no, that's alright. Don't worry about it. It's good to revise. Mechanics, yeah, let's add one for physics materials. Physics, maths, and let's do it for other. Because we're probably gonna use this only once, and then we're gonna stop using this folder. So might as well do it now. Create a physics material. Yep. Slippery. Let's call it slippery. Static friction. Let's call this 0 and 0. Static friction is 0. And let's put this on our player character. What? Physics material 2D. Oh, this is just physics material? Okay. Create physics material 2D. 2D? Physics material 2D. Oh. Slippery friction is 0. Yeah. 0 and a 0. Wait a moment, it has nothing to do with physics. It has only to do that we think we're on ground. Ooh, I see. The material isn't the problem. So let's actually remove the material. I know how to fix this. It's on the collider check. It's because it's as big as the collider itself. So this should be a little bit smaller. Let's offset it by 0 so it can be in the center. Let's make it, I don't know, slightly less than the thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see. Now you should fall properly. Yeah. Wait, what? What? You can move while you're in idle? Yeah, we're seeing the ground, but why are we not moving? Horizontal axis, yeah. Horizontal movement. There's movement, but there's no animation. Use is awesome. Just before we figured out another bug. So movement. For some reason this doesn't trigger properly. I'll be right back. One moment. This is you moved the colliders, maybe related. I'm not sure. The checks are correct. Like when I check the ground, it's correct. So the problem is the check to do the running animation. So the velocity is not 0, so we play idle to running, right? And yeah, we do. But the ground check, we need to make sure we have the ground check value and the velocity of y is equal to 0. So it's either velocity y is not equal to 0 or the game thinks we're still rising, which I think that's the case. So this is the rising value. So yeah. Doesn't think we're rising, but maybe it thinks we're running already. So let's check. Let's check the animation on the player data. Player data, current animation. The current animation is idle, so it's correct. So we should be able to play the running animation. Let's see again. Yeah, we're idle. Wait, we can jump? Our jump is that high? Okay. Maybe the fall is too fast. So for this stream we need to fix a lot of things. The camera movement and the speeds of jumping and falling. And the ledge grab, which I think will be divided into multiple streams. Okay, so hey, we did it. Okay, so it still triggers the problem here. So I need to stand still and then move. Okay. But actually you don't, even when you stand still, it still bugs. Wait, what? Damn, the game is so buggy. We need to fix all of this before we carry on forward. Yep. That's pretty cool. Also, the ground here isn't good enough for us. I believe we want our collider to be going down a bit. Yeah. We want our collider to be touching the ground. No, or wait, isn't it the other way around? Okay. So I think we want the sitting animation to go down a bit further. Oh, okay. So the animation is actually down a bit from the actual collider. And the collider is really high compared to the ground. Why is that? Oh, I see. It's because the ground check is way too high. I see now, I see. So I have a better idea. Let's put our ground check inside our actual collider. So if it actually doesn't check that there's any ground, then... Oh no, that's a horrible idea. It should be a bit... It should stick out a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, something like this is fine. Just a little bit. Let's edit this. No, not this. Edit this. Let's select both and edit this one. Yep. Okay, there we go. I think this is good enough. Maybe now it should be touching the ground properly. Yeah, now we're touching the ground properly. Yeah, there we go. Damn nice. But man, I love that we can jump this high. I don't know why it's sometimes. Also, it sticks to some animations, which is not a good sign. We need to fix so much stuff. Firstly, we need to fix this movement. So this happens only when we're touching a wall. Why is that? Yeah, this also triggers when we're touching a wall for some reason. So let's check the current animation. It's fast fall. Let's check the ground. So the ground check does work. And it does see that we're touching ground. So why is this animation triggering? Yeah, we're on fast fall. Noor says, hello Noor. But yeah, it's very intriguing. Welcome to the chat, Noor. Great to have you with us. Why all of a sudden when we introduce a new mechanic, everything else about the game breaks? What the heck? Yeah, if we touch it and then continue, life moves on properly. But if we touch it and linger touching it, the game breaks. And sometimes it fixes itself, I guess. I'm a special kind of white guy. Okay, so let's revise the code. So this should be... Let's actually check. Debug, log, let's say 1. If we go inside here, go through 1. Go inside here, go through 2. And if we go inside here, we go through, you guessed it, 3. So let's see how far the code understands what we're doing. I'm a special kind of white guy. Let's collapse everything. So it's 1 up until now. We go inside 2. Wait, what? I just alt-tabbed and got me an error. Value cannot be null? What? What do you mean value cannot be null? Where did this come from? Let's retrack. So this is purely from alt-tabbing. Okay. Yeah, nothing happened, I guess. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, so when we get this bug, it doesn't even go through 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't even go through 1, 2, or 3. Okay, that's good. That means the problem is here. Something about this isn't computing. So yeah, let's actually let's check the velocity. Let's call it V. And then add the velocity, because I think this is the problem. It still thinks we have a velocity, so it doesn't bother checking everything else. Log. Let's see. I mean, because we checked the ground check and it works, and the rising value, and it also works. So it must be the velocity. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Where's the velocity? Yeah, the velocity is not 0. It's really close to 0. It's not 0. Ah. So I think we don't need this, because when we're not rising and there's a ground, it means we're on the ground, right? Yeah, I think this is the case. We don't need this check. So let's see. Yeah, this should fix it. Oh, I like tidying up the code. I am certain this will fix the problem. And I am never wrong. Ever. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there we go. It works. It works. Except that the character just switches directions when we go into the wall. He says, "You did it." Yeah, we did it. Okay, now there's a new problem that we just discovered. It's whenever we go into a wall, it just... he's shy about looking at the wall. Like, he just switches directions automatically. Really weird. Okay, let's see. So it does switch. It does trigger a switch for some reason. So let's see. Okay, let's actually stop. Yeah. Flipping direction. Facing direction. It's probably here, right? So what causes the switch in direction? Yeah, it's here. If velocity is greater than x. Oh, so it thinks we're moving in the other direction because we're stopping suddenly, all of a sudden, right? Ah, it's because we're moving towards the wall at one velocity and then we're at a sudden stop. So Unity, in order to compensate for that, it moves it a bit in the opposite direction so we don't go through the wall. So the code thinks we're moving in the opposite direction. Ah, I see. Velocity. So instead of, yeah, your collider bounces him back. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. So instead of just checking the velocity, we can check on one other thing. We can check if the player, we can check that the player must move in this direction, right? Yeah. So not only does the velocity need to move in this direction, but the player also must be moving in this direction through input. I think that's the way to properly code this. Okay. So which object holds our moving movement? So movement is captured through the input controller, and input controller has a horizontal movement, and yeah, it's in the horizontal axis. Okay. So we need to check the horizontal axis in the facing direction code. Okay. So public, what did we name this? Float reference, right? Float reference, player input. Yes. And player input, that value is greater than 0. Yeah, let's put this all in its own world. Player input, that value is less than 0 here as well, for the opposite direction. Yes. Okay, this is good. This should fix it. This should fix it, and I am sure. I am never wrong. Ever. Ever, ever. I say this ironically because I'm always wrong, but for some reason it turns out true and it actually fixes it, which is good. It makes me look like I have a lot of ego, which is fun. So it's a fun challenge. Wait, where is the code? Yeah, facing direction, we need to give it our horizontal axis here. So now it should fix it. I am never wrong. Let's go. So when we let go of our button, it resets the animation, which is dumb. Okay. So now we fixed our own problem of the character switching directions. But now we have discovered a new problem, which is the animation resets the moment we take off our finger from the movement button. Damn it. Damn it. Let's actually add a new platform. Wait, what? What is happening? Let's move it here in the other direction in case there is a different kind of interaction to, I don't know, the opposite direction. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so how are we gonna fix this? How are we gonna fix this? The color is having a problem with the background. I can't see it properly. I think we should use different color schemes for this. The problem is the animation resets the moment I take off my finger off of the movement button. So see, my finger is still on the button. Look when I take it off. Yeah, the animation resets. That's the problem. So my finger is still on the button. I release the button and it resets the animation. My finger is on the button. I take off the button and it resets the animation. So let's see. The logic is most likely here. So velocity is not 0. So when we take our button off of the thing, it thinks that we have velocity. So let's see, let's make sure this is the case. Yeah, I mean it has the horizontal axis. Does it think we have velocity? Let's see. Debug, log, velocity.x. If this is not 0, we have figured out the problem. Because I think as long as we're moving, we're telling our character to move, so it's definitely not going to be 0. So I think what we will need to do is to check if we're running into a wall. If we're running into a wall, that means our velocity is 0. But yeah, see, it's not 0. It's really small, but it's not 0. Yeah, so we need to check if we're running into a wall. So let's do that. And also I think we're going to have some logic based class that we need to inquire stuff from, because we can't just check if the velocity is x or 0. We want to check if like we're not moving or we're moving, and it's always different. So if we fix something, we want it to be fixed across all of our code. So let's do that. Let's call this, I don't know, checks player high level I don't know. Player high level checks. Player high level checks. Yeah, I guess this works. Yeah, so what kind of functions is it gonna have? For sure, it's going to have public uh, get player velocity. Yeah, right. This is what we want to check first. And public float, because it's gonna return the value of the velocity. Get player x velocity? No, it's gonna be if vector 2. Yes, okay. So for now, it's going to return our get component, rigid body, 2D, velocity, right? So we wanna tidy this code a bit so it doesn't get the component every single time we call this. So let's create our starter function on enable, and let's give the rigid body somewhere to store its values. So let's call this rigid body 2D underscore rigid body. This is where we're gonna store our rigid body component. So this is gonna be rigid body equals get component. Yeah, we're just gonna take this here, replace it, and this will have our rigid body velocity. Correct? Correct, Mongo. I'll be right back. I am back, and with some food, because I am hungry. So yeah, this is our check, player high level check. So where are we checking for movement? We are checking for movement in our player movement animation. Okay. If velocity is greater than this, we have our player. So we want to store our player high level checks. Let's call this PHL. That's where we're going to be making our inquiries. And BHL is going to come from the player component player high level checks. There we go. Okay. So we don't need this anymore. This is going to be this is going to be the velocity. So this will be dhl dot velocity instead, and it should give us the same result, I believe, for now, because we didn't still make the fix. We just changed the code position from somewhere to somewhere else. Forgot a semicolon? Sure. Why not? No compiler error. No, it's fine. It was just a semicolon. It is very manageable. Yeah, there you go. So it thinks we are on no velocity now. At the moment we let go, it thinks we are. Yeah, I mean, velocity is not cool. Okay. I have a question though. When we switch... yeah, let's do a ground check. Yeah, my question was, if we switch, does the collider switch directions as well? Let's call this facing wall check. And wait, what's this? Default string? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let's call our object that's gonna hold our variable to facing wall check here. And insert it inside so it can store the value. Okay, so let's actually adjust our collider so that it actually works the way we want it to work. Yeah, let's put this here, here. Yeah, let's also make it a bit smaller, less tall than the actual collider. Let's also do it as thick as the one that checks the ground, and do this. And let's see if it works. Also, let's see if it flips direction, because otherwise this will be a mistake. Yeah, it flips direction, which is good. Yeah, this should be true. Yeah, it is true. Okay, fantastic. It's true here. Okay, this is great. So, for our high-level checks, we want to give it a facing wall check. Public bool reference facing is facing wall, or actually that's better call it is no, actually it's facing wall. Yeah, this is correct. If is facing wall, and we don't need to check the input because we already know that from the direction we're facing. Value, which is true or false, if we're facing the wall, return 0, right? Dot 0. Vector 2.0. Yes. So this should fix our problem. Okay. Let's see. Okay, something broke. Oh, is it because we didn't give it the thing? Oh yeah, we didn't give it the is facing wall. Facing wall check, yep. That's why. Okay, let's see. Moment of truth. Hey, it works. I love it when things work smoothly. So we did 3 things, and the 3 things worked the first time. Wow. I cannot believe it. So do we still have the glitch that lets us fall infinitely? And I can't seem to get it. Maybe it fixed itself when we fixed the ground thing. Because the ground, it was stuck on the idle thing. Dia says, you are a wizard. Yeah, maybe it's the hat. I mean, this never happened to me before, to have like 3 bug fixes in a row. So, yeah, it could be a hat. A coding wizard. I prefer to think of myself as a video game wizard. Because I make video games. And because games and making games is magic. Because, like, writing code is basically the same as writing spells. You just write stuff and stuff happens. Like, how is that not the definition of spells? And when you animate, it's basically necromancy, because you're bringing dead images to life. And when you're telling a story through gameplay, you're making someone experience a journey. And music in games, that's where you touch someone's heart and emotions. You can control someone's emotions through music. So you tell me, how is that not magic? Yeah, it is actual magic. And thank you. He says your art style is amazing. Thank you. I mean, it's not my art style. It's my favorite art style that I'm using for Samurai Jack. But yeah, I think movement so far is good. I can't seem to get it glitch. Yeah, it's the real magic. That is true. You spend years and years of practice in order to create magic. It's just the same way you spend years and years of practice just to make video games. And there's no like science of how to make like a great game. You just know like with trial and error. And with slight guidance from other wizards. Yeah, it's a long process. Yeah, exactly. Just like making magic. It's a long process, but it's fun. And you make spells happen along the way, and that's like interactions in game. I want to jump from one to the other, but it's too far. It's like you can barely make it. Okay. I guess you shouldn't jump this high. Also, oh yeah. The other thing we want to fix is the camera movement and jump falling speed. You fall way too fast, I think. Like, see, you go off screen. So let's fix it. follow object, follow limit, x limit, easing. Let's see. How can we make the camera move faster? Cutoff range and padding. We need to add one more filter to our camera in order to not pass a certain threshold where the character can move off screen. Dio says use Cinemachine. No, I prefer to use my own code, to be honest, because I feel like when you use your own code, you can add so much of your own original stuff. And Cinemachine is powerful, don't get me wrong. But, I don't know. It's more fun when you work with your own code. And just like you've seen, if something goes wrong, you immediately know why something went wrong. Unlike if you're using someone else's code, you're not sure if this is like the code the engine is using or your own code that's causing the problem. So let's call it, I don't know. What should we call this filter on the camera? Dio says, I'm trying to learn coding, but not skilled enough to work this fast with it. I mean, you'll learn, your process, take it step by step. Eventually, you'll be fast. It's just a journey. Like in everything, you always start off slow, and then eventually you pick up and become skilled at it. I have no clue what to call camera lasso. Let's call it a lasso, because it's like we're pulling the camera through a rope. Yeah, let's call it lasso. And I'll be right back. back. You're a wizard, Harry. Okay. Wait, what? Somebody mentioned me. Is this something important? Okay. So, yeah, we want to do a lasso on our camera. So this is going to come from easing after all of these. Where's the input and output? Yeah. Easing applied. This is going to be the output. And the camera uses the easing applied output, okay. So what is our naming scheme? Yeah, let's call it camera lasso. Camera lasso. Here's its input. Yep, here. What is the kind of input and outputs are we using? I forgot. So it's vector 3 reference. Gotcha. So let's do an input and output. Public vector 3 reference. Input and output. Right? Right. Let's also have distance from the camera. Let's call this vector 2 reference, or not. Let's just call it a float reference. Distance x and distance y, like the maximum difference. Ali Oshadi says, is laughing at my hat most likely. Did you get a new rank? Yeah, I got a new rank because yesterday I learned everything about Adobe. So and that's like a new rank in Necromancy, to know everything about Adobe Animate. So they gave me a new hat, and I'm happy about it. And what do you think? And let's first fill out these variables. Input, output. Yeah, let's get our output from the last one. Output is easing applied, right? We want it to be a float. No, it's all vector 3 references. Easing applied, so let's do lasso applied to our camera. Ali says, you mean you gave you a new hat? I mean, I need to congratulate myself for learning everything about Animate, okay? Ali says, now that's cool. Thank you. I am glad you like it. Yeah, easing applied is our input, right? Because we're taking it from the output of easing. And our distances: camera, variables, easing, padding. Yeah, we need the variables for our lasso. Lasso. So we're using two float references, correct? Yes. Distance x and And let's call it max dist y and max dist x. This is gonna be the maximum distance the camera can move without being lassoed. From the player. And we also want a reference from the player, because it's gonna work as a function of the player. Camera input. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need a camera input and a player input, I assume. Yeah, player input and camera input. Yeah, we'll need both of these. Public camera input. I assume it's called game object. Yeah, we're gonna work with game object. Camera input. Let's put it separately in case we want to delete or simplify later on. And player input. Here. Fade what? Oh yeah, we did it in the right class, never mind. I panicked. But I shouldn't have. So yeah, max distance here. Let's actually change our terminology here as well. Max distance x, max distance y. Correctamongo. So let's give it the camera as an input, and let's give it the player as an input. So all that's left is to give it our variables, max distance x and max distance y. Let's say this is, I don't know, 10 and 10. Starter variables for us to work with later on. So let's get into coding. I think this is gonna be pretty straightforward. Update. We're gonna check if the player input dot transform dot position dot x minus camera position input dot transform dot position dot x. Let's get the absolute value of this so we can deal with magnitude. Mathf dot absolute value is greater than or equal to our maximum distance x. If that is true, we'll lasso. What seems to be the problem here? Be right back. Oh, it's because we didn't give it the value. And I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do the opposite here. Let's do the same with the y values. How do I code this now? Decisions. How do I cleanly code this? So first, let's set output dot value equals input dot value, right? Input is that how we transferred values in our other code? Let's make sure. Using I'm afraid the value could take its reference, but not its actual value. Taking the actual value, so the vector 3, so it's not taking the reference, right? I think so. Yeah, okay. So how, again, the question I ask is how to recode this? Now let's just go with crude and we can simplify after, just to get on moving. If player input transform dot position dot x, if the position is higher than the camera input, transform that position dot x. I think I want to simplify already. Let's call this px, py, and py, cx, and cy, signifying player x, player y, camera x, and camera y. So px is going to be this. Cx is going to be this. Close this. And the camera y will be this. Now let's tidy up in case we have any errors. Player, player, player x, player y, camera x, camera y. Okay, looks good to me. So yeah, let's do px. That's cx. That's CX. No, that's PX. We can do this and do this. There we go. If the PX is greater than the CX should be so the output, the value should be equal to the PX minus our maximum distance because it's higher. So our camera should be lower, but lower with the value of the maximum distance. Dot value. Correct, Mango? Equals, yeah, and this is just the X value, and the output value is a vector 3, right? So we need to do a new vector 3. This is X, right? 0 and 0. Not Y. Not Y. Let's see. There we go. Z says hi. Hi Z. Welcome to the chat. How are you today? Long time no see. So yeah, I think this is good for PX is greater than CX. Let's do the opposite. If PX is lower than CX, let's do PX. So the camera is going to be above, so it needs to add the maximum distance. Yep. Z says, I'm good. I'm going to have to clean my room as I watch the stream. How are you? First, good luck cleaning your room. And second, I am great, honestly. I mean, I just took my second dose of the vaccine, so I should be having some side effects, but so far I'm feeling great, to be honest. I am feeling great. Thank you for asking. So this is PY. This is CY. This is PY. This is CY. This is PY and PY. And this will be on the y-axis. This will be here. Next. Okay. So the lasso should work here. Now, should we think about simplifying the code, or is this good? You can simplify each of these into one line, right? But nah, this looks pretty coherent. I think if I simplify, the code will be smaller, but it will be incoherent. Now let's see if this actually works. Let's move this. Yeah. We're not following the player, are we? Yeah, the player is falling down. But at the same time, we did give it a limit. Let's see. Yeah, it's not following properly. I believe the reason why is because the limits are too low here And here, let's try 1. Actually, I mean, if it's 0, it means we should follow the player to a T. So this means it's not working. I think I know why. Because we're not putting the output of this script into the main camera. It still has the easing applied. We didn't do the lasso applied. Sorry about that. Had something stuck in my throat. Yeah, let's set the camera to the lasso applied. Now let's see. Now it should move to the camera to a T. Yeah. This is what we'd expect. Man. Unexpected screen shake. You know what the screen shake is about? It's because of the limits. It's because of this. So yeah. We need to do something about the screen shake, but we'd also... Maybe it'll just fix itself once we give it a proper distance. Let's give it a distance of 5. And let's see how that looks. Dia says, what is going on? It's because we gave the lasso distance a distance of 0. So it's constantly lassoing the player camera. Yeah, see? Now we're just following the player properly. Yeah, it's following the player. But I think a distance of 5 is too little. Maybe we can try 3? Yeah, maybe 3 is good. Let's actually see. Let's lower these down so I can consistently jump. Let's see. Yeah, now the problem lies in the actual... Yeah. But let's see our movement in the x-axis. X-axis. Let's give the player, I don't know, maybe a speed of a lot. Horizontal movement, player speed. So 7.5, let's say it's 75. Yeah, now the camera movement is proper. This feels amazing, to be honest. Wow. Dang. Yes, faster. Yeah, our lasso for the camera works. I mean, this only proves that, right? Yeah. Let's put it 7.5. Yeah, now it's normal movement. Damn, that felt amazing. I want to try that again. Wow. Speedrunner mode. You see that? I just skipped him. Actually, this is so fun. Damn. Yeah, speedrun mode. This is so fun. Also, one problem. The player should be able to see more in the direction they are moving. Yeah, that's a good point, to be honest. Like, if we're moving in this direction, it should show us more of this direction, right? Yeah. You're right. We'll add it as a filter soon, I think. Z says, not that, but I have a neat idea for a speedrun mode. I'd like to pitch. Oh yeah, hit me. Love to hear your ideas. Why are you not moving? Is it because of the speed? Yeah, it's probably because of the speed. He says, wow, put it on Android. Oh man. It'll break the Android. Yeah, maybe, I think it'll fix itself. Yeah, it fixes itself when we use proper speeds. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see. Our slow, our fall down speeds, we need to fix that as well. Jump full, slow, fast, yeah. So our normal slow speed is -15. Our fast speed is -110. Let's try -50. This will be our speed. Z says this mode comes with a built-in timer and an art cycle that will make it harder to splice. I see. Something like a orbit cycle that inverts the color of what is behind it. This mode comes with a built-in timer and an art cycle that will make it hard to splice. Something like an orbit cycle that inverts the color of what is behind it. Also, it will create a priority for running functions rather than animations in case of lag. I see. So it's more of a mechanical run. So this is for the mode itself. It's like the actual game, except it ignores animations and has like color inversions, so it can be harder to splice. Okay, makes sense. Muhammad says, morning. Morning, Muhammad. How are you? Actually, let's see. Let's see the speed. I think the speed is still way too fast. Let's try -30. Yeah, this doesn't feel nice. Okay, let's try 50 again. Muhammad says, we get on the sexy skeleton lady, let's grab. Why all of this obsession about sexy skeleton ladies? Where's the variables for the camera? Oh, do you, just for a bit of context, Muhammad wanted me to add sexy skeleton ladies, and I told him it's possible. Maybe someday we can do that. And since then, he couldn't let go of that idea. So that's why this obsession. Rule 34 is eyeing every game it can at this moment. Not enough new releases with female characters. She looks malnourished and off-color. Yeah, very malnourished. The camera movement is not smooth. Hamad says, nice hat, by the way. Thank you. Damn. Man, the camera movement is not smooth. We can fix it, I think. Camera movement, not cool. Why is there this feeling of lag? Muhammad says, okay, I will have my breakfast, take a shower, study for a couple of hours, and be back. Alright, have a good shower, and good luck studying, my friend. And let's see... Camera movement is... yeah, there's a stutter at the top. Trying to think about why. Yeah, when we're constantly jumping, there's less of a stutter. But if we settle down and the acceleration goes to 0, there's a big stutter. But if we're constantly going up and down, it's much less noticeable. So this must mean it has something to do with the acceleration. He says because she is at 0 y velocity, so the camera gets a chance to come to a stop. Yeah, the camera, because the camera moves with acceleration, not velocity. So if the player goes to 0, or the camera goes to 0, it needs to accelerate slowly. So we need to give it larger acceleration, I guess. Or give it acceleration based on distance. Wow. We just discovered a new glitch. A new bug. So let's see. It's good that it just stuck like that. Fall, jump, horizontal movement facing direction. Z says, make the acceleration go more gradual when moving downward. Between 2 to 0. You mean the camera or the player? Where's the ground check? Let's So yeah, it doesn't see that there is ground, but for some reason it's not falling. Camera jump, falling LARPers 1, so it must be at maximum speed. But for some reason, it's not falling. Actually, I can't move at all. That's odd. I can't move a muscle. This is a bit of both. Yeah, I'm actually working on the player falling, and I'm doing the camera movement next. Okay, why is this happening? That's so weird. Let's see how we can replicate this issue. Yeah, all we have to do is just fall inside of this. Let's see. This is the player collider. So the player collider exists on the platform. So it's supposedly technically on the ground. But like you see here, this point. But our check for the ground tells us that there is no ground. So it's constantly falling. But in actuality, we are touching the ground. This could be a problem. Let's see. Maybe we can just make it slightly less than the actual collider. Let's see, ground check. Let's select both of these. Let's make this just slightly smaller than our collider. Yeah, something like this. Z says, do you have a terminal velocity, or can you get infinite downward momentum? Yeah, there is a terminal velocity. Let me show you. Player animation charts. So this is our fast fall. It accelerates from 0 up until -50. That's our terminal velocity. So let's see if we can have this kind of issue again. Unfortunately, now it thinks that we have ground here. So we can just sit around here, which is dumb. Good for logic, bad for speedruns. Yeah. I know in Hollow Knight, when you turn on the menu, you just keep your acceleration, but if it's in-game, the acceleration has a terminal velocity, right? Wait, what? Why are you still running? Let's see, let's make the offset 0. Okay. Let us see. Yeah, it still sucks. It still thinks we're on the ground. Damn it. How close do I need to make it? Yeah, it's touching. But this is inside it. But this is touching. Let's see. We can make it a tiny bit smaller, I guess. We're the ground. It thinks we're on the ground when we're touching a wall because the collider is too wide. Z says maybe make all the hitboxes smaller. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But when it's too small, it creates other problems. Yeah, let's try this. Let us see. Okay. So it's not actually touching. It's barely. Okay, let's make it a bit smaller. God, this is so annoying. Yeah, let's see. Okay, now it works. Now let's see if there's the bug. So I think both bugs are fixed. I think. Z says, add a type of hitbox that you specifically place on ledges, then check for that hitbox that goes over your player hitbox. So if the player were to get stuck on the ledge, they just instead grab it. That's a quick fix. I don't like quick fixes because they create bad code and create problems in the long run. I think if we fix this the wrong way, the right way, we'll be able to make a bigger and better game. And I also want to create the logic such that when we're touching a collider, we can find out if it's a ledge or not just from how the collider sits. Like we don't have to state specific, like explicitly, if it's a ledge or not. Like in Blasphemous, I think in Blasphemous they explicitly state in the code which is a ledge and which is not. So I can't seem to replicate the bug that we had. Yeah, so the next thing to fix is the camera movement. I think the acceleration is the problem. Z says, okay, but could there be a bug where you grab the ledge of a spike? No, because for spikes we're going to have them tagged as danger or such, because anything tagged as danger will be death. And the moment you touch that, you'll die. And yes, you heard that right. You die immediately. No health bars. Hey. Actually fixed it, I think. We fixed the bug, I think. Or decoration. For decoration it wouldn't have a collider. We'll only do this with colliders you can walk on, if that makes sense. You can walk on and just stop your movement. Like default colliders, if that makes sense. Let's see. Yeah. Is the fall too fast? Maybe the default fall should be this. I'm sort of leaning on skipping the fast fall. Yeah, just doing this normal fall. Yeah, let's do the normal fall. No more fast fall. It feels nice, but it's not practical, I believe. Sadly, it doesn't feel practical. Yeah, this feels nice, but it doesn't feel practical. Because look at this. This just feels wacky. Like when it's just small hops, it makes sense. But when you're falling like from the top of the map, it'll just feel wacky and you lack control. Like this feels significantly better. Look at this. Much better. So let's maybe remove the fast fall. And, well, let's not remove it, let's keep it, but have them both identical. Let's keep this and call this old, for example. Old, yeah. Z says speedrunning and precision movement like in Celeste. Yeah, absolutely. I want precision and precise movement in the game as well. This is one of the things I feel that is just good on paper, but when you actually implement them, it's not as good. Let's call this old. Let's actually keep it the slow one. Or actually not. Let's just keep it as fast and put the slow jump falling on the second one anyway. So in case we want to change it, we'll just drag and drop the fast jump. Yeah, so now this is the right fall but the wrong animation. I mean, it's not bad, I guess. The movement itself, of course. The animation in itself. I think we'll do better off by... Should we just not go into the fast fall animation when we're fast falling? I guess we can just change the animation. Let's just do this. and remove this state. Instead of it's falling fast, let's do it as fast falling through here. Doesn't have exit time. Or actually it does have exit time. 1. Exit time means are we gonna wait for the animation to finish until we transition from one to the next? And we'll delete this here. So in case we want to get back to our fast fall animation, we can just change this arrow to here. Yeah, let's do this here because we know. Let's call this duplicate. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This should work. Yeah, there we go. Now we're falling properly. Yeah, the jump is fast, which is nice because you want fast interaction. But the fall should be more controlled, I guess. I wanted to give it more control. And maybe we can. Maybe we can just give it a slight faster fall, but this is the default fall for now. And it's not bad, to be honest. Yeah, but it looks nice. It still looks nice, so this is what's important. Yeah, the camera movement isn't as horrible as before. When falling, at least. Let's move the y-axis to be something lower in our lasso. Z says, what if you use clips from this and made a small scale tutorial choosing game mechanics, paper versus practice? Huh. That could be interesting, to be honest. Yeah, I actually think that's a good idea. I think we can do this in like a compilation video. Like, we'd have a lot of great ideas on paper and how their output actually was. Like maybe, I don't know, when we have a full demo of the game, we would have like a whole list of things that we wanted to make, and once we made them, they actually sucked in game. And yeah, I think that could be an interesting video. Thanks for the idea. It's great, honestly. But this feels, I feel in control, to be honest, which is great. Let's try have our camera have the ease, only the ease output, and ignore the lasso for now. Okay. Yeah, so this fixed it. Yeah, it fixed it. Okay. Okay. Wait, what? think there was a problem here. Nope. Let's see. I see. He says, of course, full game design can influence any mechanic. And fast fall is a great mechanic in Celeste, so you might need a small disclaimer. Wait, there's a fast fall in Celeste? But wait, why the disclaimer? Like, we're disclaiming that it works in some games and bad in others? Is that what you mean? Actually, let's do fast fall, jump fall fast. This will be fast 2, I guess. He says yes, it's required to beat farewell. I see. Let's do a fast fall here. Fast fall 2, and instead of negative 30, let's make it negative 15. Let's make it negative 30. Let's see. Yeah, this is twice as fast, and it still looks wrong. Actually, it looks nice. Yeah, it's not bad actually. This is the fast fall, and this is a slow fall. I guess this is the one for speedruns. But it's too fast, I believe. Let's try negative 20. Let's try 25. I wanna try something. Let's try this. Let's try climbing. Let's see how that gets affected. Yeah, the fast fall is fine. Yeah, we can't go back, unfortunately. But the fast fall looks great. Camera movement in the y-axis looks horrible. Oh, it's because we still have the lasso. That's why. Let's do the ease. Easing without the lasso. Let's see. Z says, make sure there is a way back. Yeah, absolutely. Metroidvania 101. Ah, it's too fast. What about normal fall? Normal fall is fine, but fast fall, the camera just doesn't keep up. That's the problem. Let's do this now. I don't like the movement. Reckless Mania says, I'm here from Reddit. Oh, welcome Reckless Mania. How are you? And welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Let's see. Let's try, I don't know, fall speed of -20? Maybe -20. Yeah, -20 is not bad, I guess. Actually, I have a good idea. I have a really good idea. Follow object. We will move, the camera should look towards the direction we're moving. So if we're falling, the camera should look down. If we're going up, the camera should look up faster. If we're going to the right, the camera should move to the right, and so on and so forth. Reckless Mania says, I'm alright. That's great to hear. I hope always. The animations look really smooth. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Reckless Mania. That's so kind of you. I appreciate it. So yeah, so we have a follow object filter. Let's do one for looking direction filter. Looking direction. Let's call it moving direction. Z says, you still haven't added a way back. I even warned you. You acknowledge the problem. Why do you still get stuck? I mean, it's mostly because this isn't gonna stay like this, but yeah, let's do this maybe. This is the way back. But yeah, you're right. Even in prototypes, we should still have best practices, right? But yeah, now we can go back. So it's a Metroidvania again. Actually, I like this. I like how this feels when you go down. Like, look. You just get squashed all the way down. This looks really nice. It feels really nice. Look at this. Z says, just in case, yeah. This has a possibility of being in the game, you know? Especially if this is how it feels when you go down a flight of platforms, it just feels really nice. Like, look at this. This feels really nice. I think if platforming is this fun, that's a good sign, right? Like, I just want to go up and down just for this animation. The squash. Z says, the small staircase can become your whole testing setup. You never know what the future holds. I mean, yeah, to be honest, it's really helpful. So we can probably keep this for a while. You're definitely right. Yeah, this will save us time instead of having to replay the whole level all the time. This staircase feels really fun to just go up and down. Bobbing your head to the rhythm makes it better. Wait, I do that? Do I bob my head? Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So it feels nice. That's good. Now let's have our camera look towards our moving direction. What should we call it? Moving direction padding? Yeah, let's call it moving direction. Direction padding. Yeah. Oh, you do that. Okay. Tun, 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 tun. Yeah. We could have a whole level filled with stairs. It could be its own environment. Because, like, each environment should have its own identity, and one of our environments should have like stairs identity or so. Moving, direction, padding, camera, camera. Yeah, let's abide by our naming conventions and call it camera, moving, direction, padding. Yeah. He says, it feels nice watching you play it. Aw. I mean, if it feels nice to watch, I assume it's nicer to play even. So that's a good sign. Reckless Mania says, small room like a test room to do rough test levels, to then add to the final project. Yeah. We could have a small room actually to test stuff. Instead of having to build like a whole test setup every time you want to test a new feature. That's a good idea. Stairway forest. Jumping branch to branch. Yeah, actually, that could work on the forest because it's like filled with branches and stuff. Yeah. Or maybe an optical illusion pocket dimension. Interesting. Your head seems to lower with each step down. It's directly influencing my head, it seems. Wait, where's the code? Okay. So let's have our inputs and outputs. Public vector 3 reference. Input and output. And let's have our moving direction. It's gonna be a float because it doesn't matter what kind of direction it is. We're gonna just move towards the velocity of the player, right? So let's call it a float reference, which will contain the padding, right? Okay, I think this is good. But for that, we'll need to have the velocity of the player, so we'll need to have the player as an input. So it's gonna take the game object of the player here. So let's check. If the velocity is less than a certain value, we do nothing. Otherwise, we add the padding. Right? Okay. So let's see. If player dot velocity dot get component rigid. No, we said we're gonna check on the high level checks, right? Dot get velocity. Get player velocity is, I don't know, if it's less than a threshold, let's say magnitude is less than, I don't know, 1. So it means like the player stops. We will do nothing. Input, output, dot value will be, no, we'll just do nothing. Because output is the same as the input, and we'll only change it once the magnitude is greater than 1, right? Input.value. So if it's greater than the threshold, we'll do something. Otherwise, we don't do anything, right? That makes the most sense to me. So we'll add output value plus equals our padding multiplied the direction of the velocity. So let's get the direction of the velocity, which will be the value. This will be the speed. So we'll only need to normalize it. Yeah, return this for the value of 1. So normalized value only contains the direction without the magnitude. Z says, well, I've gotta go. Take care, Z. Thanks for hanging out. I enjoyed my time with you. Take care and good luck. Output value dot normalized. Yeah, this should be it. That should be Z says, good day and good luck. Thank you, good day and good luck to you as well. Why is this breaking? This is a float. Oh, padding dot value. Right, I see. This should work. Z says, I hope to see you again by overmorrow. We'll see. Whatever destiny decides. Also, I'm not sure about the status of the stream tomorrow because I took my second dose of the vaccine today. So I'm not, if the side effects are heavy, I might not have a long stream. I think no matter what I'll stream, no matter how tired I am. I need to abide by my rules. But yeah, that's enough. You take care, Z. We shall see. But this should be it, right? Yeah, let's do the padding. So it's gonna have inputs from here. It's gonna take the inputs from follow object. So it's gonna take the input from follow object, and it's going to have its own output as moving direction padding applied here. Let's put it here, and in the limits it's going to have moving direction applied. Now he looked back. Where's the player? Let's put it as an input. Padding. Where's the variables? Yeah, let's create a folder here for the moving direction padding. Let's create a variable here called a float reference, and let's name it padding. Reckless Mania says, why the wizard hat? Because I am Arphis the wizard, and the reason I'm a wizard is because creating games is the closest thing to making magic, right? Basically, writing code is the same as writing spells. You write stuff on paper or software and stuff just comes to existence. And how is that not spells? You basically, animation is basically necromancy, because you're bringing stuff to life. You're bringing dead images to life. And music, you can manipulate someone's emotions with music in games. So if you can do all of that in a game, how is that not magic? So that makes me a wizard. That is the only conclusion. Yeah, there's the padding. Let's do a padding of, I don't know, 5? Let's start with 5. Let's see. How does that... Where does that get us? So this is a padding of 5. Okay. It's just moving in the other direction. It's just moving in this direction. That's dumb. Let's do a padding of 4. Let's do a padding of 3. So there's something wrong with the direction. Oh, it's because it's the value normalized. So it ignores negative values. Direction. How can we just get the direction? Damn it. How can we just get the direction? Is it normalized? Vector 3 cannot be applied. Oh, it's normalized, never mind. How can we get the direction? Square magnitude to string magnitude. I just want the direction. Maybe there is a vector 3 function dot direction dot angle cross equals exclude forward epsilon left blur max min negative infinity. Sure. Vector direction. Let's look it up in Google. Vector direction. Unity. Look rotation. Really? Maybe this isn't what we're looking for. Is the guitar your staff? Yeah. It is my staff of emotion. But it's not the only magical item that I use. I also have my wand. My wand of creation, because I create stuff into existence on my tablet. My tablet of magic. Each tool has a different function in magic. Each very powerful in its own way. Should we just do this by hand or what? Should we do this manually? Or is there a built-in function in Unity? Because I can do this manually. But I'm sure Unity has an elegant solution, right? Right. Then... Right. Keeps the same direction. Okay, let's see if this does what we want it to do. Yeah, it's... let's see. This is X. X is always positive. Clear. X is positive. X is still positive. Yeah, X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. Scripts. Let's put all of these scripts into the scripts here. It doesn't actually give us the proper speed. So this is giving us the wrong value. This is giving us the wrong value. Moving direction. Actually, let's get the value and test it here. Let's see. So X is correct, X is correct. So the movement is correct, the outputs are correct. Yeah, it's correct, but the normalized value is not correct. That's not cool. That's not pretty cool. Output value normalized. Let's see. Reckless Minion says my connection is slower than me trying to run in my dreams. I'll see you another when it's hopefully better. Take care, Reckless. It was nice to see you on stream. Good luck and take care with whatever you are doing. Man, why is speed so stupid? Oh, it's because we're using the output value. We're not using the player velocity. Damn. There you go. Yeah, let's do this. Now we fixed it. An afternoon alone with my favorite book. Broadway musicals of the 1940s. No roommate to bother me. Yeah, there you go. Damn, man. Love that there's screen shake. Because we're either going left or right. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Okay. It's because we touch this. But otherwise, platforming is fine. Okay, so let's move this a bit to the left. So acceleration should be direction specific. So the easing should be direction specific, okay. Padding, yeah, the problem is here with the easing. If direction is greater than 0. Wait, what? Minimum. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's direction blind. Let's get the last acceleration. Camera input plus direction times last distance x multiplied sine and sine. So we need to update the last distance if the direction has changed. I think this will be the most elegant way of fixing this issue with the camera. I think it's doable. I think for today we'll just be smoothing out the game mechanics for the game. Let's rename the title so it doesn't our basic movements. Basic movement for Necrowave, yeah. Let's name it that, and I guess let's change the thumbnail. Yeah, it's something, I don't know. Which one should we pick? This one, right? Okay, save. Okay, so how do we deal with direction? So I guess I assume we'll have a vector 3 last direction. If direction vector 3 current direction equals how do we get the current direction? Current direction. Minimum step easen. Last distance. I guess we'll take it from the eased out position. No, wait. How do we get this? Oh yeah, we already have the direction here calculated. Oh, that's so dumb. So dumb, so dumb, so dumb, so... Yeah, this is the direction. If last direction dot x not equals direction dot x, we'll do something. Let's do it actually. Last distance equals this. No, wait. New vector distance x plus distance y plus distance z. So if it's not the same x, it's going to have the minimum step ease in here. And if it's not the same y, it's gonna have the same distance x, but not the same minimum step. It's gonna have a different minimum step y here. And then we say last direction equals direction. Okay, let's see. Let's test the product. Why is there something wrong? I think it'll work better with acceleration. I am very sleepy. Why is there like screen shake? Hmm. Why is there something wrong with the camera? So we... Hmm. Hmm. How do I fix this? It should be velocity based. But this is velocity based. Why is there something wrong with the camera? Hmm. And Mustafa says the monkey fixing the code, yeah. That's how I feel as well. Necrowave dev, hard at work. Sad Orphis working alone. Hey, I'm not sad. When I'm working on games, I'm never sad. But I'm happier that you're with me, Muhammad. Let's say minimum step easing in. Let's say this is 25. Let's say it's 10 times as fast. Hamad says, yeah, we'll stick here while studying. Hope you're good with physics. I hope so too. Man, why is there some lag? Oh, it's because of this. Okay, let's actually do it this way. Yeah, let's ignore the check. I think this will still make sense. Okay. Hammond says 3-person crossed the bridge. One saw the bridge and crossed it. 2 saw the bridge but didn't cross. 3 didn't see the bridge or crossed it. Then how did 3 persons cross the bridge? Because you're talking about 6 people. 3 people that crossed the bridge, 1 person that also crossed it, 1 saw it that didn't cross it, but the 3rd one didn't see it nor cross it. So 4 people crossed it. Is that the answer to your riddle? Actually, maybe I should add a riddle to the stuff that I can do. Tell me a riddle. Try to solve it. Yeah, okay. This is good. Yeah, this is gonna be vector 2, which is why this must be 0. Okay, so these have their own values. Hammond says wrong. They are 3. Have 1 more chance. Okay. 1 saw the bridge and crossed it. 2 saw the bridge but didn't cross it. 3 didn't see the bridge or cross it. 3 people crossed the bridge. 1 saw the bridge and crossed it. 2 saw the bridge but didn't cross. 3 didn't even see nor cross it, so it must have something to do with seeing the bridge. One saw the bridge and crossed it. 2 saw the bridge but didn't cross it. 3 didn't see the bridge nor cross it. Three didn't see the bridge nor cross it. One saw the bridge. Okay, so 3 people crossed the bridge. 1 saw the bridge and crossed it. 2 saw the bridge but didn't cross it. 3 didn't see it nor cross it. It has something to do with seeing the bridge. It must. So why is my hat very thin? It should be thick, right? One saw the bridge. Two saw the bridge, but didn't cross it. And three didn't see the bridge nor cross it. Hint, it has nothing to do with seeing. It is, but not in the way you're thinking. One saw the bridge and crossed it. Man, this is really difficult. Three people crossed the bridge. One person saw it and crossed it. Second person saw it but didn't cross it. Third person didn't see nor cross. How did the three people cross it? Let me ask you a question. Are the three people that crossed it the three people that you mentioned? Like number 1, number 2, and number 3? These are the same exact people you're talking about, right? And there is no past experiences, like they didn't cross it before this riddle. Like it's not a play on, oh, they crossed it before, that's why. Let me confirm that with you before we properly fix this riddle. Man, the camera movement is horrible. Hamad says, yeah, 1, 2, 3 crossed the bridge. How they did it, since 1 saw it and crossed it. 2 saw but didn't cross. 3 didn't saw. Okay, 1, 2, 3 crossed the bridge. How they did it, since 1 saw it. Hassan Sarwat says, yo, Sheriff, how's it going, Hassan? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Hassan says, I'm streaming your stream to IDK. Alright. Hi, IDK. How's it going? Hassan says, nice hat. Thank you. You want to try solving the riddle with us? Muhammad has a riddle. 1, 2, 3, cross the bridge. How did they do it? 1 saw the bridge and crossed it. 2 saw the bridge but didn't cross it. And 3 didn't see it nor cross it. Hassan says, missed you, man. I miss you too. I miss you guys too. IDK says, nice outfit. By the way, where did you get it? Oh, I got it on Amazon. Yeah, I don't know any good outfit places here in Egypt, to be honest. The ones I've seen are lame. But yeah, there's a lot of really nice stuff on Amazon. Now back to the riddle. 1, 2, and 3 crossed the bridge. 1 saw it and crossed it. Hassan says, people make outfits here. Yeah. I wanna have some time to make my own outfit. But it's really time consuming. I wanna make cosplays and stuff. It'd be really cool. Oh, you mean there's a service for people to make outfits for you? That would be really interesting, actually. I could do that for future costumes. Dress like Sherlock? I mean, who knows, maybe this could be my Sherlock outfit. The D&D character, yeah. Giving up is an option always. No, I don't want to give up. I want to solve the riddle. 1, 2, and 3 crossed the bridge. 1 saw the bridge, but crossed it. 2 saw it, but didn't cross it. 3 didn't see nor cross. Hassan says, not a service, but you can hire one of the cosplayers here in Egypt. Yeah. Well, I remember there was a guy that gave me his number, then told me that he makes like cosplay weapons for a living. Like as a service. So maybe there's one for outfits as well. And alright, CMM. CIDK. It was nice for you guys to drop by. So back to the riddle. Man, the camera movement is horrible. Hmm. Hmm. 3 people crossed the bridge. 1, 2, 3 crossed the bridge. 1 saw it. My answer is 1 is carrying 2 and 3. 2 and 3 didn't cross by themselves. 1 carried 2 and 3. Is that correct? Is that correct? We can count it as the right answer. Yay! Hell yeah. Oh, it's a pregnant woman holding her other child. Ah, okay. Yay, Arfis, yeah. Actually, now I want to add like more stuff like this, the stuff you can do on the stream, because this is really fun. Thanks for sharing, by the way. That was really fun. Ask me for advice, use my voice as ASMR, chat with me. Let's edit this so that this is more on the top. Let's move this up a bit. Tell me a riddle, and I will try to solve it. Yeah, let's use this here and paste it here. Yep. Tell me. Maybe this is. Let's say about yourself. Nah. Chat with me. I have a lot of riddles. Oh yeah, hit me. Or maybe we can do one riddle every stream. Not tell me. It's give me a riddle. Okay. Muhammad says, be right back. Take your time. Muhammad says, so I have this hard one. Okay. Hmm. Z says, hi Z, welcome to the stream. We're now solving riddles while we work. So Muhammad has another riddle. It's a cold December night. A storm hits around at... He didn't say around at what. And around at an old Victorian castle bill, and it's around an old Victorian castle. Bill and Mary found dead naked while there was glass and water around them. How did they die? At an old... Okay. He says, I'm pissed at the moment. Wait, why? What happened? Are you wanna talk about it? It's... glass and water around them. Naked, so possibly they were in the shower. It's a cold December night. Glass and water around them. No, don't give me a hint. Give me a moment to think about this. Glass and water. And they were naked. Z says, my brother is sleeping, and a long set of circumstances makes me grounded until he wakes. He may not wake up until midnight because he has a sleep schedule worse than yours. I can't wake him up. I want my phone and make more music. Oh man, that sounds annoying. Damn. It's really dumb to be grounded until someone else wakes up or does something. Sorry about that. Camera easing. Let's try this again. Yeah, Muhammad's giving you some really sound advice. I mean, this is much better. Yeah, this is 25. Would be better. Maybe 1.5. Someone gave up? No. I mean, I asked you, were they having a shower? He says he has to wake up on his own, then mow the lawn, clean the room, then you get your phone back. It's all because of procrastination and my parents wanting us to do our chores. I've done my chores, but I'll wait for your other message. Oh, it's not because they were having a shower? Man, the camera movement is annoying. Just summon a demon to possess your family and control them. Yeah, some more sound advice by Muhammad. Yeah, man, this is horrible movement. They were skinny dipping under a glass roof, and hail broke the roof open. They ran, but the falling glass gave them concussions until death. Actually, I like that answer. Yeah, considering they were in a castle and lightning broke their glass, I guess. Hmm. Someone says it's really dumb and easy. There was no blood, by the way. It's cold, right? You said it's cold. Then they froze to death. It's a cold December night. A storm hits around. Maybe they were having like a sauna. And the sauna hit. The thunder or lightning hit the sauna. And they died. And then they froze to death. Right? So even freezing to death is wrong. There was no blood. Lightning don't hit the glass because the glass will reflect it. Is that true? Is that true? Man, I'm too sleepy to focus. I can't figure out why movement is like this. Babies. They are snowmen? There was a glass and water around them. Yeah, are they babies? And they died because they didn't drink their water? Oh, they're fish! Oh! That's so smart, Z. Yeah, that's so smart. Yeah, their fish, their bow is knocked over. Yeah, we have a winner. The odd one's out. Did a similar one? Nah. Yeah, I heard of a similar riddle. That's why when you said it, I knew it was the answer. But yeah. Man, why is the movement so buggy? To be honest, I can't focus right now. I think I'll call this a day. I'm really tired. Probably go to sleep or something. Okay, well, it was nice having you guys around, and it was a really fun stream. Uh, guess that's it for today, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Should probably have something to say other than peace out as a wizard. That sounds out of character.